Alright. Now, where are we? What am I doing? What is happening even? Good question. Just making sure all things function properly. And they do. Good. Plep, plep, plep. Do that. Can plop this. That's all fine and good. And now we can turn on to the thing. Where are you? Display capture. There we go. There we go. What are we doing today? What are we doing today? The thing that we are doing today is listening to some Robo Maestro doing its thing, but also designing some monsters in D&D 4th edition for an adventure that's been budding in my mind for a while. In fact, as many things with me, it is inspired by theonion.com. Let's actually go. Where's the actual proper article? The Onion, the Wizened Fantasy Character article there. Where is it? Which one is it? Let's read it from the website properly. Of course, I've read it before. This is what the inspiration for the entire adventure comes from. So, old wizened fantasy character confirms that the darkness is rising. Published May 31st, 2019. The upper realm. Gasping as a murky, flickering cloud slowly began to engulf the map he had drawn with his staff in the stars above. The aged and wizened fantasy character Astron the Ancient confirmed to reporters Friday that the darkness had finally been awakened, just as the ancestors had foretold. The Shadow Master, he rises, and for the first time in the Sun Kingdom's history, he has broken free from the shackles of the abyss, said the visibly distraught 531-year-old wizard, who then fell to the ground and convulsed for several minutes before muttering several oaths in the olden tongue. Beware, my warriors. First, darkness will come for the stars, then it will come for the sun. But no matter how much strength the nether spirit accumulates, you must not allow to extinguish the light that dwells within all living things. For if that happens, the Shadow Master will prevail. At press time, Astron the Ancient could reportedly be heard screaming, The void! The void! It is endless! As he was sucked into a mysterious fiery portal that had suddenly opened in the sky. So from all of that, we have just an assload of things that we can use in the adventure. First of all, Astron the Ancient, quest giver himself. And apparently rejoined the chat itself in OBS because it logged me out. Or thing. I didn't pay attention because I don't pay attention to that. But yes, we have the quest giver, Astron the Ancient here. Properly wizened, murky character. He appears somewhere. From somewhere. So. Oh. Do nothing. There you go. There. Anyway, that's that dealt with on the thing. So, anyway, where were we? Right. Adventure. How it's built. How my mind interprets these things. So, actually, here's the design document. I say. I mean, technically, it is more than anything else. So yes, here we have the actual article, slightly changed. Emerging from the portal room, because he has to appear somehow for the adventurers to make a bit more sense. Then the second bit, the continuation, the hook. Further, as the portal closes as suddenly as it had appeared, according to eyewitness reports, Astron's charred staff fell down at the feet of a number of unidentified adventurers. The staff was crackling with remnants of unholy lightning, and the embedded gemstone gave off a faint but pure glow of distinct and most likely very traceable magic. There's the hook, there's the big fucking hint, so that the players actually know what to do, instead of just dicking around. Go trace the fucking magic from the gemstone, use the portal room that he came out of. There we go. Like, I railroad my adventurers. Like, I'm I'm not one of those super flexible DMs. My adventures are railroads. They are roller coasters. That's how I work. That's how we deal with these things. In other news, outside black stars with a demonic red glow began to appear in the sky, and those with keen nose could sense a hint of mercury in the air. And there's the urgency. The world's getting fucked already. There you go. So hop to it. You don't have time. Simple enough. Very simple and straightforward as it comes. Anyway, so obviously, follow the gem back to the Sun Kingdom. Yes, he mentioned Sun Kingdom. We have plenty of proper names here. The Shadow Master, the big villain that we're gonna fight at the very, very end. He's gonna have some fancy mechanics there. What else did he say? From the shackles of the abyss, the prison where the Shadow Master emerged from. We can use that. That's an encounter where they will follow. The adventurers need to find the abyss, find the prison, find a way to reseal him again. And that's a whole thing. I'm not going to spoil the show here because that's ridiculous. Or maybe I will. I don't remember. Then it will come for the sun. Yeah, that's a bit too grand of a scale. And that's what we're supposed to prevent, so we're not going to deal with that. The Nether Spirit. This is some kind of, basically a gimmick. Not gimmick, but, what's the word? What's the word? I already forgot. Doohickey. No. A thingamajiggy. There's a special word. Anyway, the plot element, the driving thingamajiggy. That drives the plot, but doesn't really matter. It's going to have its own mechanics a little bit in the boss battle, before we can deal with the boss. Like, it's more of an esoteric thing. Kind of like just a thing that happens. But next sentence here. Extinguish the light that dwells within all living things. We can use that. We can use that to corrupt regular old citizens and soldiers and stuff of the Sun Kingdom into enemies that we can fight very conveniently. And obviously, Shadow Master, Master of Shadows. And like, very, not concrete, magical, just Nether Spirit, Shadow Master, Sun Kingdom, power over the stars and the sun. Like, we can go anywhere with that, basically. And the Abyss. That's also, we can go anywhere with that. And there we go. And of course, because this is an Onion article, I went ahead and did a couple of things. So first of all, we have, as we can already see here, where did I put the thing? Shadow Master. Shadow Master, I googled Shadow Master, obviously, and came up with this apparently movie poster. It looks like that Street Fighter, no, not Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat character. But I don't remember his name. Not really a fan of those games too much. Don't really care for fighting games. But anyway, he looks like that, and he's gonna be the final boss that we fight, because obviously it's the Shadow Master. It's the Shadow Master. What am I gonna do? Not use that? Duh. That's silly. Then, Sun Kingdom. I tried looking that up. All I got was Kingdom of the Sun. Close enough. It's been 500 something years. The kingdom changed its name slightly. And I'm gonna use just straight up this entire photo. I'm not gonna crop out this Cirque du Soleil bit. Like, the player's gonna see this. Because this is an Onion article inspired thing. I will tease that there is a rocket involved. Then, somehow, in some way. What else? What else was there? Okay, and then I found some images on the internet. Oh, also I did look up for The Shadow, and I found this dude called The Shadow. Well, while looking for The Shadow Master, but this guy came up. Some kind of comic book character from the 30s or something like that. Pretty sweet design, so I decided that, hey, he's The Shadow. Shadow Master is Master of Shadows, so this guy's gonna be his henchman in the first session. The main guy. One of the things. I'll figure out exactly what. Also, we have the mention of The Abyss. So I looked up. Turns out it's a movie. And I'm pretty sure I saw it at some point when I was a kid. No recollection of it, but this is gonna come into play somehow. I'll weave it in somehow, this water thing. And because it turns out The Abyss in the water, underwater, and the movie was about like exploring a submarine, obviously I have to include the submarine in there somehow. So I found this image somewhere as well for that. But yes, first things first. We have just, as the adventurers arrive and they'll get to the thing and blah, 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 blah. we first have to have them encounter something in the Sun Kingdom. The Shadow Master has kind of escaped the seal and is doing his thing and accumulating the Nether Spirit. And so, for the first encounter, I found, well, not found, I used an AI tool to generate a few, monsters here. Just a couple of guys who've been corrupted, who have lost the light, as it were. Soldiers and those of the weaker mind who have been corrupted, and stuff like that. So we'll start with these guys. There's 4 images there. Simple enough. Let me put them to the side on my other monitor, so that I have a bit of a reference there. And so let's begin to cracking up. So first of all, let's rename them a bit. AL for Astron's Legacy, that's what this adventure is called. AL1, although that's a bit confusing because AL is adventure level as well, which is going to be a term used a lot here. But that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. AL11, indicating the first session and the first encounter. Let's go with this guy. It's going to be some kind of... Oh, right, I need a thesaurus open. Let's open up the thesaurus. Where is the... Where is the... There we go. This thing. Lightless. Let's see. Let's use some super fancy words that nobody ever uses for anything. Atramentus. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Atramentus. I need a dictionary as well. Atramentus. Black, like ink. Okay, cool. No one's gonna know what that word is. So, Atramentus. Atramentus. Looks like a god. Something like that. They all look kind of gods. The AI generated them very similarly. But yeah, he looks like more... Now this guy looks like the more generic one. Well, whatever. It's 4 ones. I'll decide which one to attribute to what. But I need additional words for soldier as well. Something that rhymes. Not really rhymes. But I guess that's not happening. Atramentus. What else are you gonna do for God? Nothing starts with an A. I want to do that. Sentinel. Anything else? Keeper. Anything? But not archivist. Attendant. No. Okay. Maybe something else, because I do want them to. Okay. Let's try that again. And all right. Okay. Need to do this. Have multiple ones. Pitch black. Let's see. Obsidian pitch black. Let's see. What else? There we go. This is what we want. So, synonyms for a soldier or god. Yeah, soldier. Let's go with. They're not commandos. Okay, guard. Let's start with a god. G. What else? What starts with a G here? Nothing. Great. God damn it. This is how it works. This is how I do things. Look, giving them a name is very important. It informs me what they do, how powerful they should be, and what else? Something like that. Oh, I do need something with militia. Those are the grunts. Those are going to be the minions. So, Murky Militia. That works. Let's just go with Murky Militia. There we go. That's the first one. Gonna start with that. Then, let's see. What else? Clouded. We don't have cavaliers, and they're not commandos. Scout? What else? No, these are like fantasy regular things. They're gonna be... Oh. Oh, conscripts are worse than militia. Are they? Aren't they? Cadet, but they're not cadets. No, something else then. I guess. Charcoal. What else? Yes, ink-like, inky, but what's something other word? Something else. Starts with that. Onyx. Something that starts with I. Ink-like or inky, but that sounds lame. Inky infantry. That doesn't sound ominous or dangerous. Just sounds like sticky. Doesn't work. That doesn't work. Okay. Obsidian officer. Okay, that's absolutely yes. Obsidian officer. One of them is going to be that. There we go. That's simple enough. Going to be the leader type, the one who commands the others. The more powerful, the elite soldier. There. All right, let's go with. We need something. Okay, we have militia, the grunts, and we have officer, the elite. We need two like regulars, two standards. Oh, one of them has to be an arbalist, obviously. What starts with A? Does anything start with A? Just dark. None of them start with A. Oh, no. All right. A tremendous arbalist. There we go. That's what I want. That's what I needed. A tremendous arbalist. There we go. One of them's going to be the ranged dude. So I got the militia doing the regular things, just meat shields, effectively. And a special thing. So an officer commanding from the front lines, yeah. So we need pikemen. Yes, we need pikemen. Pikemen. Something that starts with a P. What do you got? Pitch black, pitch dark. That doesn't work. Pikemen. Or spearmen. That works too. Shadowy spearmen. It's not the greatest. Shady. What else? Okay. Spear. What else? Halberd, right. Halberdier. That would work too. Halberdier. What else can we get? With an H. And these start with an H. Come on, for fuck's sake. Well, that makes things difficult. Oh, Lancer. That works too. That's a range. That's like a... I can give that reach 3. Make it a semi-melee as well. Lancer. That works too. L. For fuck's sake again. Nothing with L. Lightless. I guess lightless, the word I used at the start. Lurid. Lurid. What is lurid? Gruesome, horrible, revolt. Oh, perfect. Alright, and the last one was gonna be... Oops, not... Lurid Lancer. There we go. There we go. We got the 4 enemies here. We don't need more than that. It's the first encounter, just to gauge the party and to have them, duke it out, get a taste for what's to come, so to speak. Okay, let's drag a few more of these essential tokens upwards for the second, the more deadly encounter. Not sure what I'm gonna do with that. It's the more strange one, where each monster is gonna be unique, sort of in its own right. That's 9 tokens there. That's fine. It's 5 for that, and indistinct number for that, with some in reserve. That's fine for the final one. Not sure how far we'll get to today, but that is a-okay as well. So, let's begin. Who looks like the arbalist? No. Maybe. I mean, I'm just gonna cut off the top of it. And this guy looks like the officer. So he's gonna be the officer with his dragon helm. Yes, that's gonna work. Alright, let's put him to the side. No, I first need to design the minions, because they're gonna be... This is the arbalist. This is the lancer. And this is gonna be the militia. Okay. Murky militia. Alright, let's start with the murky militia with these guys. They look like the weakest ones. The most useless ones. So let's begin. Let's begin. Their base health, their minions, so they have 1, 0, speed 6, base AC lower. They're just minions. Fortitude. Yeah, it's all low. Will is slightly lower than that as well. Okay. basic attack. What are we gonna do for the basic attack for these guys? An MBA, and they need an RBA as well. A range basic. And they need a special power passive. No, there was something else on death. Death rattle. Death rattle. That was something I wanted to do specifically. Upon death, trigger. The militia is reduced to 0 HP. That's the trigger. We need triggers. Effect. Yes, one nearby soldier. Closest. Call of the Shadow. There we go. Call of the Shadow. It's gonna be called closest ally standard, because that's what they are. Our ballistas and lances are standards. Is ported upright into this minion's spot square, because squares 40 uses squares for the sake of simplicity and all that. Effect, yeah, free action. No, it's a no action specifically. It just happens upon the trigger. No action. Closest ally stands teleport upright into the minions. Square who has not done so this round. You gotta be very specific. You gotta have very, very specific triggers and conditionals. Closest ally stand who has not. Let's go. Ally can be reported this way only once per encounter. There we go. A limitation. Can happen only once. Afterwards, they're gonna make a standard action attack. Yes, make the death of a minion. Actually, kind of dangerous tactical decision. Are you gonna kill this minion and give a standard enemy an attack sexually, and let the minion just continue letting the minion wail on you? So they're gonna need, yes, it needs to be a tactical decision. Afterwards, the ally makes a standard action attack. Yes. Makes a standard action attack as a free action. So they can just do that. Simple enough. Simple enough. There we go. Call of the Shadow. Displays token action. I'll make the tokens at some other point. Today we are doing the math and all that jazz. Passives is the triggers. Looks that stuff up. A L6. Yep. Basic stuff. Yeah, that should be fine. So, the minion's attack needs to be against AC. Needs to be, that's reasonable accuracy. Get rid of all this junk. It's a minion, so it does static damage. It can have that. Just AL plus damage modifiers. No, a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more than that. Let's go with, I guess, AL and a half. Oh yeah, right. The ceiling AL divided by 2 times 3, 1.5. So this should be correct. Let's test the math. Does it work? Damn it. Extra close brackets. We don't need those. There we go. Correct. Does correct math. Alright. Nasty. Kinda nasty. MBA. Melee 1. So they gotta be up close to do this. And RBA is gonna be kind of the same. But, you know, without the additional math, it's just AL damage. Weaker, because it's a range attack. Range... Ranged 5? Yeah, they're just militia. They're just militia, they don't have anything fancy. The militia do jagged javelin. Jagged javelin. We're gonna throw it. Simple enough. And what else? Oh, right. Effect. No. Effect. Special. Yes. If... Yeah, let's make it nastier, because you gotta make minions nasty as well. You can't just leave them be boring as hell. That's, well, that's boring. Gotta do something special to them. If an enemy has been hit with this or twice within the same round. This part twice. And that turns basically effectively within a round, but making it a bit more accurate, I suppose. Should be understandable. Should be. They gain ongoing... Gain a bit of ongoing damage, because it's called Jagged Javelin. So, it ruptures some things. Let's give it... a little bit. A little bit. Divided by 2. Yes. I'm fat fingering this all the time now, apparently. The mic is in the way. A little bit. That's fine. That is mostly fine. There we go. So RBA. No modifiers, nothing like that. And I broke something. Great, what did I break? What's broken? What is broken? I copied something wrong then. Oh, right, this is wrong. The squiggly bracket instead of the regular bracket there. There we go. There you go. Bit of damage, and they gain some ongoing as well. So, nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty enough. And this one's just straight up big damage. Okay. That's that. They need an additional thing. They need a passive as well while they're alive. Some kind of... some kind of thing to work off the fact they are lightless. They've lost their light. I've got to weave that in somehow. Oh, not called passive, it's called a trait. I mean, traits are passive, but whatever. I'll use the correct terminology here. They're gonna be... what are they gonna do? They need something to make killing them tough decision. Do you keep them alive with this? Or not? Okay, enough with that. Okay, write this down. I'll write this actually down. Militia can't take actions outside of their turns. Allies. No. The thinking process is hard. The thinking process is kind of difficult because I want this to matter, but I need it to be effective. Because they're both ranged and melee, effectively similar. in that regard. Although only range 5, so that's pretty close. Within 2. Okay, I need this to be on the newer line. Okay, for each militia within 2 of an enemy, that enemy has a is vulnerable 1. Okay, now has a stacking vulnerable 1. There we go. And I need this to increase as well in case. 2. Use that. Done by 10. In case I want to use these in higher level games. Divide by 8. Yes, let's make it a bit more juicy like that. What? Oh, did I fuck up there? Oh, again with this. I keep fucking that up. There we go. Vulnerable 1. So if we go this up to 30, it becomes vulnerable 4 for each 2. 2 of these at AL 30. That's fine. I can throw a fuck ton of minions there. And in Epic, they just die anyway. So that's fine. That's fine? Yeah, that's fine. So the AL 8, it's still just 1, but come 10, which is higher, or even just 9, becomes more dangerous. Okay, good. Good, I think that's good. I think that works out fine. They're dangerous, they are something that you want to kill, but if you do, it does that as well. Okay, simple enough. Dangerous. Simple but dangerous. Alright. Let's deal with the Arbalist next. That's as straightforward as fuck as it can get. Okay. MBA improvised. It's just an improvised bash. Nothing specific. Not accurate at all. But still damaging enough. Let's just remove this. Yeah, let's keep it simple. Should be enough. It hits for a maximum of 10 damage on a crit. Yeah, so not super dangerous, but you know, more dangerous than the minions still, even in melee. Actually, let's reduce that to a maximum of 9 of 8. Minus 2 on that. Don't need it to be that powerful. So if we go this up to AL 12, it's gonna be maximum of 18. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's not super accurate, and it's not supposed to be. It's a ranged dude. Alright. Pride and Joy, the RBA. The Boring Bolt. Yes, Boring Bolt. Against AC. And it's gonna do a bit more damage than that. A couple of D6s in there. Plus 2 more. There we go. Let's see. AL6 gonna be a maximum of 14 damage on a hit. And on hit, it's gonna bores through the enemy. Oh, actually no. Special. Yes, let's do that. Let's make it that accuracy. If the attack roll is let's go with, let's see, that's a 26 on a 14. Standard AC for player characters at AL6 is like 21, 22. sometimes a bit more. So yeah, is 4 or more than the target's. That was 4. Okay, is higher CC by 4 or more. The bolt continues. No. Can't type, apparently. Yes, the bolt continues. To an enemy further behind the target. The initial target, the primary target. Yes. RBA, continuous. Continuous bolt. RBA. Let's make it dangerous. Oh yeah, range. Range 10 and 15 at long range, which will take a -2 if I shoot it at long range. So that's fine. And this will be less damage. This will just be okay, up to 5 squares further from the primary target. Target target. Anyway, we don't need all of this stuff. It is less accurate because it's just a basically reverberating bolt, and also less damaging. Significantly less damaging. Nothing major. Actually, this shouldn't be like that. This should just be AL +2. No, just AL damage. It's just a bit of extra. A little bit extra damage. Oh, this one's gonna be against reflex though. Let's make it a bit more interesting. Let's add in a few other defenses to target, because we need to do that. What's the point of having other defenses if the enemies only target AC? Not a lot. Not a lot. Not one bit. Okay. That's decent. That's his basic attack. That's fine. That's dangerous. It's reasonably dangerous. Okay, so let's go with AL8. No modifiers there. 13 damage. That's definitely going to be more than that. So if it manages to hit through, 24 against reflex for 8 damage, and I need to add another bracket. Or remove one bracket there. For an additional 8 damage on someone behind it. Alright. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Alright. We need a couple more things. Death Rattle, no, nothing on the Death Rattle. They'll have plenty of this. This guy needs some kind of minor action. Minor action. What am I gonna do with that? Minor encounter power. Times 2, I think. Oh, right. Simple enough. That's very simple enough. Coating. Death coating. Personal range, so no triggers on for anyone there. Effect. Herbalists. Yes, next. No, different. Let's go with something else instead. No. False target, there we go. Yes, the next one is gonna trigger. Continuous bolt. Hang on, let's word it properly. Bolt regardless. Hit or miss. No, aim. Miss. No, just triggers on a miss. On a hit. Yes, on a hit. Yes, so it's gonna trigger on. Okay, just once. That's powerful. So you can potentially get 3 hits in. Yes, becomes, yes, on a hit, continuous bolt instead becomes a boarding bolt against any valid target within a range of the primary target and can trigger the continuous bolt as normal. Yes, potentially 3 hits. Extra shot. I guess we'll call it that. No, not extra shot. Just call it false target, as I am to do so. I remember what it is, which I won't. Alright. So yeah, so it does that. Then he fires. Assuming this hits, which probably doesn't, but let's assume it does. For 9 damage. Then it continues. And for another 10, potentially. And for another 6. I mean, these are all misses. Effectively 17, 16, 12. That's pathetic. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine enough. Gets extra attacks. Okay, stats for this guy. Base health. Yeah, I mean, health is flexible always. I don't really care about too much. But he's ranged guy, so it doesn't need too much of that. AC can be lower, fortitude can be significantly lower, reflex can stay actually pretty high, and will is fine where it is. Actually, no, AC can be... Nah, he's ranged, he can have less of that. There you go, and less fortitude, definitely. That's fine. I feel like he needs something else, some kind of off-turn action. Some kind of off-turn thing. What do I want him to do? What do I want him to do? The Arbalist was decided was going to be this guy. Yes, because he's got the helmet thing. Looks appropriate for an Arbalist, I believe. Yes. So, what's it going to be? Off-turn thing. Some kind of off-turn thing. He needs some kind of off-turn thing. Some kind of thing, some kind of defensive thing. To improve his chances of survival. Okay, immediate reaction to something. Okay, first of all, trigger, immediate reaction, encounter. Was burst 1. Something, I want that to be something there. Each enemy. Effect, it's just the thing that happens, but what is the effect? Something to do with darkness, something to allow it to escape. No, it's not an effect. It should be on a hit. So let's just get the attack roll in here, but lower than that. Lower than that. Lower than that. So 1, 2, 3, potentially 4. Who knows? Versus what's it gonna be? Not AC. These need to be something else. Fortitude. Okay. First of all, what does it do on hit? Blind until end of target's next turn. Miss. Blind. No. Yes, blind is pretty bad. But this one is just -4 to attack until start of target's next turn. Okay, reaction to becoming bloodied. That's what's gonna be. Trigger. List. God. Becomes bloodied. Almost becomes bloodied. With adjacent. With enemies adjacent. Adjacent. There we go. Something like that. What are we gonna call it? Blotting light, I guess. Blight though, nah. I don't know if I want blight to be blight. What else? What else can we do with that? Fuck it. Blotting blight will do. And yeah, fortitude. Fortitude. Yeah. Let's target fortitude. Blind until end targets next time. Pretty fucking bad. But -4 till the start of targets next time. Not that bad. Basically means you're not really going to do much of the off-turn attacking and hitting. Enabling the arbalist to actually, you know, escape. And not be in a position to be hit by much. And move away. There we go. I think that's fine. That should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah. I think that's fine. They can do that. Next. Let's go with the Lurid Lancer. And the Lancer is gonna be this guy. Who's holding some kind of... Oh, it's got like a hand thing. Well, that's AI art, generated art for you. This was made using Easy Diffusion UI thing you can download and just run on your own computer. Very handy, I guess, for some purposes. Anyway, first and foremost, MBA, this guy has a reach. Melee 3. Yes, to make him a bit dangerous. And he has threatening reach 2. Let's give him that. Lengthy lance. The lance. Okay. Trade the lance has threatening reach 2. And And what else? I want something else. Yes. And enemies within 3 have a -1 penalty to attack and attack non-Lancer allies. There we go. Yes, this does not stack. Yeah, I need to be explicit. This does not stack with other Lancers. There we go. Because I usually have attack penalties and stuff like that stacking, which can be nasty, but I think that's enough because within 3 and threatening reach 2. So that's nasty enough. Actually, threatening reach again. Forget, actually. Threatening reach. Let's open up the compendium. Can make an opportune attack against any enemy within reach. Provokes an opportune attack. Okay, yes, good. That's what I thought it was. Okay. Threat 2. T3. There we go. Oh. Had to sneeze there. Alright. Lance a lot. No, let's change the names. Other way around. Lance a lot and oops. Lengthy Lance is going to be the name of this. Yes, he lances a lot and he has a lengthy lance. Melee 3. Let's go with potentially making a lot of those attacks. So melee 5 plus 5 there is fine and dangerous there. And the cat is upset about that. Of course he is. No, così. Nah, love it. Anyway, that's fine. That is fine. The defender type. But he needs something more. He needs something more. Or does he? He needs some kind of minor action, definitely. Just what? I'm not sure. Oh, right, he's gonna use a minion. Can he extend its borrowed bones? Yes. Minor. Melee 3. 1 ally militia. Effect. The Lancer can... Wait, no, differently. Till end of his next turn, the Lancer to from as he remains within 2 of that ally. There we go. There we go. Extend his threat. Create a wall of spears and lances and stuff like that. There we go. Yeah. Alright, yeah, cool. That works. That works. I think that works. I think that's extra reach. Lancer. Also, to indicate that he still has his regular threatening reach, and also the one from his ally there. This should be melee too then. I'm gonna do that. Yes, there we go. There we go. That should work out fine. Another reason to kill the minions. But also... yeah. Make things complicated there. And... oh, right. Yes, that's what I want to do. Death rattle for this guy. Longing Lance. Okay, trigger. The Lancer is reduced to 0 HP. No action. Effect. Yes. Until end of encounter, the next creature, that includes anyone. No, actually, just enemy. Next enemy who enters the where Lancer is attacked by the lengthy lance. Yes. Creates a zone. Okay, yeah. It's a zone until end of encounter. Encounter. Who enters the zone? No. Just simple enough. Until encounter, the next enemy who entered the square where the lancer is attacked by the lengthy lance. Simple enough. Just additional horrors there. A very simple encounter. Enemies ain't doing anything super dangerous. We have a thing against fortitude, against reflex, and needs something against willpower. Okay, this guy, health-wise, bit more, bit slower because he has reach. AC, let's beef him the fuck up. Actually, no, not by that much. Fortitude, let's beef his fortitude up. Reflex is in the shitter. And willpower is also kind of bleh. There you go. That's fine. That's fine. And now the Obsidian Officer. The Obsidian Officer, the one with the dragon helmet. This guy. Yeah. What are we gonna do with him? He's gonna have some complicated things. He needs some complicated things. So obviously let's give him a fuck ton of health. Let's give him that. That's fine. That's fine. Let's give him more willpower. Let's make him harder to dominate and all that shit. There we go. No, a bit more than that. Let's go with that, yes. Actually, this guy's the frontline soldier. He's gonna be melee one alongside the militia. Yes. Yes. Bane Blade. There we go. He's pretty accurate with this fucking thing. Certainly. Alright. No, with that, and let's just give him an additional d6 there. Plus 2. Wait, what was the damage? Actually, I didn't pay attention to the damage of this guy. What? Did I? No. Attack on damage mode. There we go. Clicked it too quickly. Sometimes Roll20 doesn't react very well to that. Yeah, he's got reach there. That's fine. That should be fine. guy's like defender mainly. So yeah, this guy, what's he got now? He's the officer. There's only gonna be one officer and still dealing the same amount of damage. What? On maximum. Oh, right, because I forgot to add here. Duh. +2 and times +1 more. You know what? Let's re-roll any ones. Fuck that. It's gonna be dangerous. Oh wait, we don't need to re-roll that. Bleh. What am I doing? What am I doing? That should be 18. There we go. 20 at maximum hit. There we go. That's dangerous. That's dangerous, and I don't think he needs anything more fancy than that. He's just dangerous in melee. Where his strength comes from is commanding the soldiers and inspiring them. Move and then min some kind of power. And we need a couple more things for him as well. Gonna need a couple more things for him as well. An interrupt, certainly, and a bloodied thing. Definitely. Yeah, okay. So for the standard, what's he gonna do? Okay, what do I want him to do? What do I want him to do? I want him to command the troops and stuff like that. So we got militia at the front lines mostly. He's got the lancers in the second row. He's got the arbalists at the back row. And he himself is somewhere between the lancers and the militia, generally speaking. That's where he wants to be. Okay, he needs a trait. Always, let's start with a trait. This trait. Pressuring presence, there we go. Trait. What does that mean, though? What does that mean, even? Something with... Okay. Interesting. Okay. I want to do something very interesting with this guy. I want to do something very complicated with this guy. Alright, it's going to have multiple things for each. Me within. Of his allies. The officer has +1 to all defenses. Maximum of +3. No, let's actually go with most. Yeah, no, +3. +4. Yeah. Let's go with +4. There we go. Yeah, make him hard to. That are within 5 of him. Officer. He has +1 to all defenses, maximum of +4. Yes, so that's gonna be. He has to be within 5 of his allies. And they have to be within melee reach of his allies, which is kind of simple. I'll figure out the numbers later. 1 officer, 3 lancers, 3 arbalists, and like 6 militia. Sounds about right. For the guild, that sounds about right. That's an elite, 6 standards, and another like 4 standards worth of minions. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. It feels right from my experience. Anyway. The music is nice. The Robo Master is really nice, actually. It's all kind of the samey, obviously, but it's nice. It's real nice, actually. Okay, an additional thing, because pressuring presence puts pressure on... should put the pressure on the enemies as well. Enemies adjacent to the officer. No. Okay, now what's the condition I want that to be? If he has... what do I want to do specifically with this one? Sometimes difficult to figure out what I want to exactly do. Okay, if he has... four or more allies within 5 of him. Enemies adjacent to the officer are weakened. There we go. So if he's in the thick of things, enemies are really fucked there. Weakened. There we go. Yeah. Are weakened and slowed. There we go. He's dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. Weakened and slow. You can't disengage him that easily then. Yeah, he's dangerous. Yeah, that's already pretty fucking dangerous. Like that. Weakened. Okay. Coupled with his pretty fucking dangerous melee attack. Yeah. 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 Alright. Standard. Pincushion. Pincushion them. But I want to continue with this. All these alliterations, I think they're called. When the words all start with the same letter. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember. Anyway. Pincushion pointer. Anyway. Standard at will. Up to ranged. As with ranged attacks. So within 10 of the officer. Effect. Let's make a total of 2 ranged attacks as free, no actions. So in case there's only one ranged ally, they can make 2 attacks. One is a free action, one is a no action. Because the rules prohibit you from making more than one free action attack per turn. You can't do that. Against One enemy of the officer's choice. If one ally... Only one ally is targeted. They have a -2 penalty to the second attack. There we go. Cushion. Standard pincushion. Alright. Alright, there you go. Commanding the troops behind him to fire on a specific enemy. That can really help with the militia. Wait, actually. If the target... These are both militia. Instead, they both have CA against the target. Yes, they all have combat advantage. There we go. There we go. I haven't really done anything with combat advantage and effects here. It's been a while since I've built an encounter and monsters and stuff like that here. So, not really in the swing of things with additional things. This is meant to be a heroic encounter. So that's fine. Plus I'm gonna be doing more stuff in like the second encounter with the more abyssal creatures. Yes. Alright. I think... Oh, it's been an hour already. Huh. I think stuff flies by quickly like that. Something like that seems reasonable. Yeah. For the defense... Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish the office and we'll be done for today. And we will be done for today. That's fine. So, move action. The allies will be teleporting a bit. No. An immediate reaction. There we go. Turn from the shadows. Ally list is defeated. Get a reaction at will. Ally effect. The runs as a militia. Yes, simple enough. Immediate reaction at will, triggering ally. Herbalist, the officer can see. Officer can see. That's important. Is defeated. Immediate reaction at will, triggering ally. In effect, the herbalist returns as a militia. There we go. There we go. Keeping them alive. Yes, make the choices. Super focused fire on the officer. But he's really tough and you're gonna miss a lot potentially. Or whittle down the enemy numbers, but they are kind of hard to whittle down because they just keep fucking happening. Returning like this a bit. So yeah. Decisions. Herbalist defeated. There we go. Simple enough. Simple enough. Bloodied. What's that gonna be? Trigger. The officer is... No. Becomes bloodied. What's gonna happen there? Revelry. Because he likes being in combat, or he likes being on the front lines. Yes. Yes. Yes, okay, so. 2 militia. Appear adjacent to the officer. Yes. Effect. No action. Adjacent the officer and make basic attack. 1 basic attack each. Yes, two militia appear adjacent to the officer and make 1 basic attack each. Simple enough. And counter happens only once. For each hit, the officer gains let's go with no times 3 divided by 2. Ceiling HP, there we go. Enabling him to become blood 1. We want to do that. Yes. No, wait, no, that's... we can want another one. Blood 2. Blood 2. So it becomes bloody the second time. Counter. What the... fuck, I restarted the thing. Fuck me. Press some kind of button, restart the whole fucking thing. That's a bit annoying. Okay, what did I lose? What did I lose? Gotta wait for it all to load up, because sometimes it doesn't load things up all that well. Alright. Obsidian officer. Let's see what you got for me. What did we lose? Nothing. Okay, good. Okay, good. I'll rearrange that. So, blood 2. It's called a rage. One is a revelry, and the other is... no, the other way around. Rage, and the other one is going to be a revelry. A revelry. Trigger. The officer becomes... bloody the second time this encounter effect. No action. Daily. Yeah, that's a daily power. Oh, no, the other way around. I'm gonna put this thing around. Until end of encounter, never a militia hit. Within 5 of the officer hits. He regains... Yeah, just... No need for that. Additional HP. Then, 2 militia appear adjacent to the officer and make 1 basic attack each. Hits and deals damage, though. No, it should be a revelry now. Let's change that. This one is a revelry in bloodshed, and this one is a rage. Okay. Yes, the officer begins play the second time this encounter. Yeah, he's tough to deal with. Yeah, the officer's fucking tough to kill. Should be at the very least. And another reason to kill the militia. But then man, it's really... this is potentially a very, very deadly encounter. Good. Should be. It should be. It should be dangerous. It's simple, but synergistic. Like this. The enemies work together. They complement one another in various ways. Yes, and the militia are kind of very important here. Oh, they are the militia. They are the file and the rank. The meat of the whole thing. Yeah. Alright. What happens here? Okay. He no longer gains HP from hitting. Dealing damage. Removing that. Instead, needs a second turn. The initiative. And makes saving throws at the start of his turns, as well as at the end of his turns. Okay, at the start as well as the end of his turns. Okay. There we go. After half of the enemies on the tracker. There we go. There we go. Deadly bastard. Deadly fucking bastard. Deadly fucking bastard. Maybe I should reduce damage on him there. Because 18 damage, that's quite a bit. Quite a bit. I should actually reduce this to 4 instead. Reducing his damage output by 4. But I mean, his damage output is quite high in other regards. And the second turn as well. He needs some kind of minor ability though. He needs some kind of minor. He still doesn't have one. He has this. Minor. Okay. At will. Self or one ally lancer within 5. Officer. Effect. Okay. Yes, effect. Till start of his next. Still allow the officers next turn. If an enemy makes an attack against the target. With combat advantage. The target can, as an immediate interrupt, take a standard action. Yes. Take a standard action. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that is. What do I want to call this one? What do I want to call this? The names. Coming up with names is the most difficult thing in the world, actually. I want to call it Callus Control, but Callus means something else. Callus. Yeah, that's not relevant there. What do I call this? What do I want to call this power? Go on. It's retaliate, I guess. Fuck it, let's just call it Revengeance. Fuck it. That's fine. I think that's fine. Yeah, he basically grants an additional stand action, potentially. I mean, it helps. If it's a ranged enemy attacking with CA, then the stand action can be just taking a total defense. So +2 defenses, so dangerous. In that regard as well, additional defensiveness. Yeah, I think that's fine. There are 4 more. Yeah, this got cut off. Okay, so let's see. I wrote this now. Yeah, that's fine. That's the militia. There we go. There we go. Yeah. There we go. There we go. And his regular attack is nasty. Sort of. Right? That's reasonably nasty. 16 damage. Essentially, if he needs to actually engage in combat himself. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's good. I think I like that. They'll be fighting in this pleasant little meadow. Maybe I should change the map. Something a bit more open. Maybe because that's a small map. It's very tight. I think I'll change it instead. Yeah, I think I'll change it. I'll look for something else. Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything special about this encounter otherwise? Aside from the enemies? No, I think that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. Officer. Deadly bastard. Yeah. The militia, the lancer, and the arbalist. When I make the tokens, I'll be just cropping them like to this head sizes, so it's not really gonna. These weirdnesses you see here, they aren't gonna be visible. It's just gonna be that. Maybe more for the officer, because this looks fine. But yeah. Okay. Here. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's decent progress. That feels very coherent. It feels very, very coherent. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's that. That's that. It's been a while since I've done this. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed making these monsters. Next time I'll be figuring out what I can do with something like this. Creatures of the Abyss. Figure out what we're gonna do going into the Abyss. The prison of the Shadow Master. Oh, right. Before I forget, that's an important thing I want to write down. To the Shadow Master. He has special things. Master of Shadows. This is the important thing that I want to write down before I forget. Enemies with... then brightly lit squares cast a shadow behind them, obviously. If the Shadow Master see the enemy, whenever the enemy takes an action, their shadow takes a similar action. Shadow cannot be targeted and always moves with the enemy. Me staying with the enemy. Okay, no. Since this is a handout, players when by the screens cash out. See the player. Now the player takes an action. The shadow takes a similar action. Shadow be targeted and his moves with the player. Player who is prone or outside bright light does not cast a coherent shadow. And hostile. Coherent hostile shadow is just there. It's just the blob of a shadow. There we go. That's what I want to remember, because this is an important mechanic. This is going to be the important super mechanic there once I get around to that encounter with the Shadow Master. Yes. Is there anything else? Alright. The Shadow Master and teleport to any shadow he can see at will. There you go. There was something else. Was there something else I wanted to add here before I forget? What are the mechanics? What else was there? Okay, I have a document. I have written down here. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to be a different one. It's going to be a different mechanic there. I'll figure that out. Sorry, shadows that act with corresponding does. Pronoun addendum dim. No lie, there is no coherent shadow being. Alright, if you're also. Yeah, alright. Right. Or within is the source of bright light. God, I can't type. Yeah, or within the square that is the source of bright light. That's kind of also important to enable them moving as well. The spirit has zone around while the master is within. He will instantly tap on the anyone trying to instantly attack the spirit. Maybe I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to figure if I want to do that as well. Okay, I think that's... Okay, I think that's fine. At least this is something that I definitely know I want here. The other mechanics they've written that are questionable. I'll come back to them later. I'll come back to those later. Alright. But yes, we have that, at the very least. Was there anything else I wanted to add here? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's fine for now. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that is fine. Get around to this next time at some point. Who knows when the next time will be. Just suddenly randomly a Dungeons and Dragons mechanics stream. 4th edition as well. The one that people for some reason don't like. Whatever. I like it. It's a good system. It's very flexible. I can do whatever I want. As I just demonstrated for the last hour and a half. I can do anything within it. And you can do anything within any system, really. As long as it's a reasonably designed system. Because it's just a mechanical framework. You don't need the lore. You don't need the fluff. It's useless. I don't know any D&D lore. I don't need it. I don't need it at all to make these encounters happen. None of the lore is relevant to what I just did. In this design process. Not at all. I mean, I'm taking a fucking Onion article and turning it into a 2-sessioning adventure. Come on now. Anyway, that's the thing that's happening. Bye-bye.